There is another game where I am discriminated, strong word I know, from my peers, and it's Harvest Moon. I didn't expect anything from it. In fact, I thought I'd actually brush this one off. I mean, people who talk about Harvest Moon in my class aren't just girls, boys too. What, are they like crazy? What fun could possibly come from a farming game? Where's the action? There's no blood, there's no killing, no violence. Such a girly game. This is 2013. I want to be clear that I'm no longer like this. But even now, I don't really get the fun from farming games. At least not as much as my peers. Yes, I guess it's fun to build a potato empire. But romancing characters, mining, or fighting monsters, they're just an extension of farming, so to say. I ended up having more time to optimize my income. Oh, you're running from the big city and your grandfather is in debt. You need to work a farm and in a year pay off your rent. 3 weeks and I have your money. It's just no longer fun when the end game is just make more money. I mean, I can already see it now. Why should I do it until year 5? It's just a repeatable loop with no end. Same reason I cannot play Minecraft without any particular events. What awaits me at the end? A super enchanted equipment? For what? I say all that, but I still like the gameplay loop of working on your own farm. Just that I needed to have an or at least a goal, quite the opposite of what you would have from an average farming game. But that's where this game comes in. Innocent Life is a weird name for a game, let alone a farming game, but this is the game that boldly says a futuristic Harvest Moon. Although it receives a mixed reception according to Wikipedia, according to Metacritic, I still have to talk about this one because this game is the one that introduced me to the world of farming games. While this game still has farming as the main source of the loop, instead of just farm and make your farm bigger, this game has a lot more depth that caught my eye. In this game, you are playing the distant but already passing future of 2022. You are an android in a futuristic setting with the task of bringing a farm back to life. As per usual of Harvest Moon trope, this is going to sound familiar again, but you also have a time limit to meet your quota, 2 years they give you. The difference here is the way this game makes you meet such quota. In a normal Harvest Moon game, it's usually the amount of income you make, right? This game only introduces you to such expectations and literally tells you nothing else. Guess what happened in my first playthrough? Mild spoiler warning. Everyone dies. I am alone. I have to restart the game. It is that hardcore and it is not a game that I would play if I want to relax. It is brutal. I would even put this as a mystery game with how much detail spread across that you have to be aware of. Not saying they're hard to notice, but there they are, I suppose. That's also where people take problems with. Many reviews I've come across always say that it strays too far from a farming game. This is true. Although farming is still your main gameplay loop and main source of income, this game hinges heavily on exploration and rewards you handsomely for that. The mystery requires you to be at the right place at the right time. Places obviously need you to explore first, but that also ties back to why I love this game. It's an adventure game first, not farming sim. And for the... Oh god. Oh no. What the fuck is that? I just remembered why I love playing this game now. Fellas, micromanagement. This is the one thing baked into the gameplay deeply. When I said right place at the right time, turns out I mean it literally. If you'd like a comparison, this is like the visual novel side of Persona games. Considering which day to do what, maybe increase your skill, watching a TV that increases your cooking skill, etc. This game is ripe with that from the inside and outside. From the outside, i.e. the environment, the seasons, special places that you have to go, it's self-explanatory enough. At the right place, at the right time. Blink and you miss it. But as with Persona 3, from the inside is what makes it a lot more complex. Brothers and sisters, I present to you proficiency skill to use a hoe.
What?
And so many more tools that require you to kinda level up before upgrading. That's not counting that you yourself also have a status screen where you have to also level up, such as humor. Wow, I guess being an entertainer has never been easier. Insert laugh track. All of these are quite important as they will help your farm work faster. That's another word for optimization. And like Persona, unlock a few paths and even some endings. Which leads back to another feature of visual novel side of a Persona game. Time management. Each skill that you need to achieve or place that you want to explore, you gotta make time for it. Especially with the tools, I read a guide and realized that you have to just keep watering with the can to increase its level because it's such an evil, most useful tool. So I would need a pre-planned strategy of waking up early, watch TV to increase a few skills, and just hop onto the farm watering non-crops until I'm out of energy. Granted, that's the most optimized way to play and you can still figure out your own way, but with the looming knowledge that if you didn't make it to the right end, you'd just lose everything. Plus, for me, I like having my Persona game full to the max on the first run. So, it's always guides for me. All in all, this isn't your normal farming game where you can take it back and relax, letting the farm go through on its own. It's definitely a game for those of you who'd optimize the shit out of your farm on day one. It's a game for people who like micromanagement and time management, who like the little stuff looming in the background, coated with a fun and happy atmosphere of chill and relaxing farming game. Make plans, follow to the T, profit. Innocent Life isn't a game about having an innocent life. It's a game about how capitalism has broken even into the core of a laid-back village and how it will consume us all. Jokes aside, if you like the visual novel side of a Persona game and all its management stuff plus a farming sim coupled with a game that requires you to have a good attention to detail, try this game out. This game is unpopular and received mixed reception, but I can only guess because it never leaves its niche. Harvest Moon lover who would prefer a laid back and relaxing playthrough. Also, did I mention this game doesn't have marriage? This game doesn't have marriage. That's all from me. Before I end the video, I would like to thank you all for the 500 subs. It might not be much compared to the big baddie out there, but for me to have 500 people watch even one of my feed and go, yeah, this guy's alright, and decided to sub is such a huge push on the back for me to continue further on. As always, if you have recommendations, critics or input, feel free to use the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, here is the reminder to smash like, subscribe, and for the next one, I'd like to do something a little different or perhaps go back to my roots. Merry Christmas, have a great holiday, and Happy New Year. Hope to see you again this year. See ya!